Hey everybody, it's Edwin,
And Ruiner?
and this is Season 3, Episode 4, One Bad Apple.
The worst apple. Or maybe the best apple.
Hey, it's a New York apple, my kind of apple. Now, before we get too far into
So the
this...
worst apple.
No, I'll tell you what's worst. No, actually, Runer's going to tell you what's worst. Someone at Netflix stole his name. Tell him about this shit.
Okay, so I know we've mentioned this before. When we record these, we watch the episodes on Netflix, and if any of you know about Netflix, you'll know that they always have a little thumbnail next to the episodes and a description. But have you ever looked at the description? Because I'm sure a lot of people don't. It says in the description, it says the unicorns are eager to welcome Apple Bloom's cousin Babseeds.
Now, can any of you figure out what's wrong with this sentence?
Is it the word
Babsy?
Babseeds?
Yeah, seriously. Whoever does, is putting up these shows on Netflix for MLP obviously is not a Brony or a Pegasister. Or if they were a Brony or Pegasister, they were very inebriated. I'm kind of hoping that's the case. And
So apparently the Cutie Mark Crusaders are all unicorns, and we don't know it.
Indeed, maybe that's her special talent. They get a Keto Mark in their horns. Except for Sweet Belle, she gets like a second horn or something. Just like two horns sticking out of her head. Or no. She gets so good at magic that she loses her horn and looks like an earth pony. But she can do magic still.
I love the face Skidaloo makes here.
I love the face on Applejack's face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's definitely the best.
I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them. I'm going to kill them.
I can't. No. She wants to, but it's more like I can't kill them. I can't kill them.
Murder is illegal. Murder is illegal. Come on now, Applejack.
I get it. Sweetie Belle had. She did the spark.
Yeah, it's so cool.
The spark of friendship.
Aww.
Yes, that's her with her amazing mustache and sideburns.
That's her walking on two legs with hands.
How did you see her?
Yeah, really.
So like I was saying just before.
Aw, look how cute her face is. Oh, look at that cute face. And so look at that cute close face.
3D. They were all just doing the 3D thing where you
You know why Applejack's really laughing? That they've shut the fuck up and aren't bugging her no more.
Now they're bugging you.
You're on. You're just at the back of AJ's head. You're on your own, kid.
You may think that you're coming here to visit, but you're really here to get these three out of my hands.
Yeah, out of my hooves.
Out of my hooves.
No, get them out of my mane instead of out of my hair. Out of my mane.
Yeah.
Oh, the fun we can have with this.
So.
Oh, look at the cuteness.
Did you see any other ponies that have actually?
What? What?
Is there? I'm wondering if her hair is supposed. I'm pretty sure it's streaks, but is it supposed to? Because it kind of looks like it's greasy, like I said before.
What about vinyl scratch?
Vinyl? Well, hers it looks more like it is streaks, like just stripes of.
What about Bonbon?
Bonbon, she has two like her hair is split into.
And it's all bitchy.
Yes.
What about Lyra?
Oh, adorable.
Yes, Lyra is kind of adorable. Except for when she eats hands.
What? That's the best. They have an attic. Look.
Indeed they do.
Wow, this clubhouse really has all the bells and whistles, doesn't it?
Well, it's got to feel like a home for Scootaloo because she lives there.
Now that I think about it, it really does have a lot of stuff. It's the little ramp going up to it can lift up like a.
That's for Scootaloo at night, so animals won't bother her.
So I wonder if we were to go back to the other Cutie Mark Crusader episodes, would we be able to? Would it be the same exact spot of any time they get an idea in the clubhouse?
That's a good question. Let's not answer it. Who the fuck invited these two?
Diamond Tiara. Your dad better be doing business with Applejack and Granny Smith right now, and that's why you're here, because...
Damn right, because This is the country, and trespassers tend to be shot on sight by people like Applejack. I didn't read this fanfic, but I saw the art for it.
Mhm.
It was a picture of Daring Do with like a lasso or something looking badass in a pose.
Yeah.
And next to her, standing on his hind legs, was Brayburn with a lever action rifle. It's fucking awesome. Oh, snap, yo.
I do like her voice.
Babs?
Yes.
Yeah, Babs got an awesome voice.
I knew you would love it. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, "Oh, there's a new character," and it made me wonder who, if you're gonna have a new favorite.
Edwin has his new favorite.
Really?
She's tied with Scoots.
Okay, because I remember you said that Scoot was still your favorite.
Of course, because she has a disability, and disability traps New Yorker. It hurts me to say that. Now, if there's ever a Pegasus cult or Philly who's from Manhattan and has a flying disability, Scoots, I'm sorry, but until this time, Scoots, you are my favorite CMC. I love Scoots. I'd give her a hug.
I would give them all a hug. But if I had to pick, I'd give it to Sweetie Belle.
God damn it, Scoots! That's why you're the best.
No, but seriously, that part kind of like both me and my brother got annoyed when we first saw this. Like, what the hell are you two doing here? Why are you on there? Why did you actually come? Did you go out of your way to come to their farm to cause them grief?
Yeah, probably. Even if I could just see it now, Apple Bloom's on her own doing yard work and just have them Tira walk by. My family's so rich, I don't have to do manual labor. Watching Apple Bloom take a bath out, in a bucket of water, have Devin Tira walk by. My family's so rich, we have running water. Come by while Apple Bloom's cooking on an open fire for whatever, like she's pretending to camp, whatever. Go, my family's so rich, we can afford to go on real vacations. I could do this all day. Or when the CMC are doing a song, have Devin Tiara go by. My family owns a studio that makes your music videos. Oh, come on, that's clever.
I really do love this song.
It is a catchy damn song. Even though it does nothing to solve their problems.
Well, besides running away.
Running's
Like,
not really a solution.
Of course it is.
That's cowardice.
Not a very good one, but a solution.
Cowardice is not really a good solution. Snitching isn't always the best solution. I'll take that back. There's a difference between snitching and going for help. And the difference is what you call it.
It's kind of gross that they were already drinking from their milkshakes and they came and took them.
Yeah, that does kind of gross me out a bit. No, they're so cute together.
I don't think I've ever gone to a theater and they show like.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah.
That's long past its prime, dude. Long past its prime.
So I guess that's another thing that's more for older viewers.
And if you just are worldly enough to know about that, shit, I knew about that just because I just found telling my grandparents, they tell me about that kind of stuff. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and buy Edwin the snack.
I heard a pretty funny joke about the theaters.
What?
The owner of a theater, a theater was robbed of estimated $10,000 worth of supplies. When the police are hoping to find the culprit that stole the giant soda and a giant tub of popcorn.
It is that bad, really, if you think about it. I never buy snacks at the movie theater.
I only buy sodas.
That's all I buy too.
The large because it's refill, so I drink it while I'm there, and then I refill before I leave.
Because even going to buy a soda, not a soda, a box of popcorn or whatever, you gotta take out a second mortgage on your house. It's ridiculous.
No. No!
Oh, Sweetie Belle!
Where'd you get that umbrella?
I don't know. They're in Scoots' home. What is Scoots gonna do? It'd be great, like throughout this whole conversation, it'd be great if Scoots was like, it's cool with you guys that I crash until I leave, right? Seriously, guys, it's gonna rain tonight. Girls, not now, Scootaloo. We'll worry about your problems later. Yes, you do. This is when you punch somebody in their face. And then we can get to the moral a lot quicker and end this episode.
The problem is then you become worse than them.
Exactly, but that's alright, because you feel better.
Well, unless you count the part where she spins them off the table. I don't know. Because all she's doing is...
And
actually, no. Actually,
and she trips them with apples, too.
Yeah, that's right. And she threw tomatoes at them, so
Yeah,
never mind.
Physical, yeah.
So never mind.
This is just retaliation. Here, Scoots, you can borrow my dagger, my boot knife here.
I still love Sweetie Belle mooing.
Yes.
That's the sign.
Moo. I don't know. I like, friendship is witchcraft when it's a car alarm.
They work pretty fast.
They do. Well, then again, when you're a kid, didn't you notice that you used to do things faster than when you're an adult?
Gold pony.
A shiny Sweetie Belle has appeared.
Must catch. No, I'm out of Pokeballs.
No! You can catch it with hugs.
I have all the hugs I need.
Indeed.
So which one set up? Which one rigged it to fall apart once the timer went off? Because that's pretty good engineering.
I'm betting Apple Bloom.
It must have been.
The A-Team. Not exactly the A-Team. You remember the Family Guy parody of that?
Yeah.
I love at the end where Peter's like, ah, ah, yeah. Success. They are done.
It's times like these where I believe that it makes me think that I think they might get their cutie marks at the same time because they work so well together.
They
like
do.
This.
What if their cutie marks as a whole was like just teamwork? It'd be a very abstract cutie mark, but still.
Don't you have a float to be driving in instead of stealing the aroma trail from Spike? Wow. Babsies has been here only one day, and she's already the leader of
Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy. She's a New Yorker. You realize how easy it is to scare people when you're a New Yorker? I mean, some people were like, "Oh, here's a good example. I was in Vietnam. Well, I'm from New York. Really?"
Wow, such a mischievous look Sweetie Belle had right there.
I know, right? They fucking plan for everything.
Yeah,
when they grow up, they're going to be very important in the functioning of equestrian government. Celestia's going to take us. How much would have been Celestia's watching all this going? Yes. Look at them. They're going to be so perfect when I groom them to run this country.
At that angle, it looks more like an apple, where you just see one of the...
Is it? It's a pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin, but right there, it kind of looked like an apple. A golden apple.
They squashed her squash.
Applejack, why are you carrying 3 balloons? Doesn't that make it harder to walk?
I don't know.
Oh, she's holding it under her... What? How does that work?
She's holding under what? Her mane?
No, her leg. And it just for a second it just clipped through her leg.
That's weird.
So they messed up the animation there.
I think they did that I think they're starting to do that on purpose.
What? It clipping through her leg?
Yeah, I think they're going to do animation mistakes on purpose now.
Wow, wow, Applejack, you got them defective balloons the second you handed them to them. They
Yeah.
deflated.
Thank you for the exposition, by the way, Applejack. We really appreciate that. Did you ever tell anyone? Do you ever have any problems with bullying?
With what?
With being bullied?
I was made fun of a lot.
I do too.
I was never physically bullied and never pushed
Okay, I
around
was.
or hurt or anything.
I was.
I was always just made fun of.
Yeah, I was physically bullied and verbally bullied. Which is why I like weapons so much now. That knife almost stabbed me in the balls.
That would be unfortunate.
Shut up! But how did you deal with bullying?
Uh,
Did you tell anyone or you just suck it up?
I tried telling. When I remember one thing where you know how when you're in elementary school, they always had you line up in a single file line whenever you went to like the lunchroom
Yeah.
or wherever you were going with your class,
Yeah, I remember that.
recess or whatever. The one kid behind me always stepped on the back of my foot and my leg.
Dude, I would have staggered backwards and accidentally kicked him in the
Okay,
balls.
so actually, now that I think about it, that was like the only case of real physical bullying that I got.
Okay.
But yeah, like I told the teacher, and she said she talked to him, but he kept doing it. And I told her he kept doing it, and then the teacher told me to stop being such a tattletale. And if I had the knowledge I had now that I did, if I had the knowledge then that I have now, I would have. At the next time he would have been, I would have punched him in the face.
Indeed.
And I'm like, and I would have been told the teacher like, oh, well, you told me to stop tattling.
Took care of it myself, bitch.
Took care of it myself.
Yeah, I just kind of sucked it up and took 11 years of emotional, physical, and psychological abuse, which just had no ill effect on me whatsoever.
Pointy.
I still don't get that veggie salad joke.
Nor I. Other than the fact that they turned into a gigantic veggie salad.
God damn it, Pinkie Pie. Bullying is a really big issue. Like, we hear about it occasionally in the news or whatnot. I think bullying's always been a problem to me. Like, I hope my nieces never get bullied in school. But when you hear about bullying about younger bronies, like that little kid who was trying to be a brony and he got so depressed from all the bullying he hung himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he survived, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
and he recovered.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Didn't Tara Strong visit him?
Yep.
Yeah. You see, bullying brings out the worst in people, but it also brings out the best in others. Like that tattoo parlor that helped with his recovery.
That's so weird.
What? The tattoo parlor?
We're watching this about bullying, but we were watching Family Guy a little while ago about bullying too.
Yeah, that is true.
That's so weird. We don't plan it. We honestly don't.
Well, since the episode isn't out yet, how about the one a magical mystery cure on a train, whatever it was called?
Oh yeah, the whole I show you too many cooks. And then
she showed me this thing on Adult Swim called Too Many Cooks, and then we watch an episode that has too many cooks in it. What the fuck?
Yay for happy coincidences like that.
I
Well,
know, right?
happy for me.
It is pretty cool, I have to say. Almost as cool as this knife I've got in my hand. I like this knife. I know, right?
Yeah. Wow.
This is getting weird.
It is.
Is it okay if I slouch down on my seat a little bit and hunch my shoulders?
Go ahead.
Shut up, Sweetie Belle.
Sweetie Belle was the voice of reason in this episode, but no one.
I am the voice.
But no one ever listens to that voice.
No one ever does. And we're not just talking about the show either. It would be great if, like, Apple Bloom wrote a Princess Celestia a letter. Dear Princess Celestia, I didn't learn anything either. Oh my.
I want to know where I can find paper this long. That like paper you're supposed to write on that's this long.
I want to find scrolls.
Like
I would love to own scrolls.
Is it scroll technically a scroll if it has those end parts, or does it have to have that?
I don't know.
Oh, look Look at Bab, so happy.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
God damn it, Scoots.
You gotta redact this a little bit, girls. You really do. There you go. Yay! Oh, look how happy she is. That's a face that won't sell any toys.
I want to see the Manhattan branch of CMCs.
I know, right? I just want to see the CMC become an actual organization, like Twilight. Like, as a princess, I hereby make the CMC an official organization dedicated to helping colts and fillies find their cutie marks. Founded by Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle. Then she's gonna go to New York on your ass and fuck you up. That's what she's gonna have a problem with, man. Oh shit, man, that's cold. Would be great instead of like.
Oh look, Diamond Tiara turned into a big.
Oh,
so nothing's changed.
Yeah, I don't see any real change here, man. Good job, Ruiner. What was that you just dropped?
Your life savings. All 10 cents.
I'm poor. What are you laughing at? It's not funny. Shut up. That was a fun little episode.
It is.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and please, for the love of Christ, tell your friends. Offend Osiris.
Adios, amigos.
Showing off. Fancy French.